Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here are the voices of K99.3, Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting WKVI. Tonight, a sectional champion will be crowned. The North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays host the Culver Cavaliers in a rematch from Week 1. This is Indiana high school football. For the last 57 years, we've experienced sports broadcasting greatness here on WKVI. For that, we tip our hat to Harold Welter and thank him for his dedication and service to local high school sports. Thank you, Harold, for all that you did for Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. Thank you to our in-game producer, Marilla Schaefer, who is back at KVB headquarters, making sure we are broadcasting out to you live. With me in the booth tonight, our sports analyst, Chris McGowan. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. And we welcome you to Liberty Field here in North Judson, Indiana, 46366, as the Blue Jays are in a battle with Cavaliers tonight, providing us our entertainment this evening as the Sectional 41 championship of the 2022 Indiana high school football season is 25 minutes from kickoff. An interesting day weather-wise here. Some sun, a little rain this morning in North Judson, but we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports on WKVI 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com and IHSAA TV. As we get ready for sectional championship football action, the Cavs come into tonight hot, allowing only 8 points in round 1 and then a shutout performance last week in round 2 against South Central. We talk with head coach Mike Zahner each week on the Saturday Sports Line as, of course, he is in his 7th season as head coach at Culver. The Cavs ended this season above 500 at 5 wins and 4 losses on the year. Tack on the 2 wins in the postseason, and they are sitting at 7-4 right now. We heard from Coach Zahner in our sports check throughout the week. He made it very clear that tonight is about them doing what they know they can do and not worrying about how to stop this tough running attack North Judson-San Pierre has. He said not many teams had luck stopping the Blue Jays, even in their loss to LaVille. It's obvious the Cavs are in for a fight tonight, but after visiting practice and feeling the vibe out over there at Culver, I think they are hungry and are eager to prove something tonight. We will see if my predictions come to fruition. As we look at the Cavs stat-wise in the rushing department is, of course, senior fullback Shane Schumann. He has 257 carries on the season for 1,525 yards, sitting at 5.9 yards per carry. We, of course, have spoken about Shane Schumann often. He broke Culver Community's all-time rushing record early on this season as he eclipsed over 4,000 yards rushing throughout his career as a Cavalier. We expect to hear a lot from him tonight. And in the receiving category, sophomore Ethan Binion leads the team with 20 receptions for 212 yards on the year, averaging 10.6 yards per catch. The Cavs love to run, and run it they will. In the passing category, senior quarterback Jason Cadle has 82 attempts, completing 42 of those for 459 yards on the year. He has been solid handling the pigskin for the Cavs this season. We switch gears and look at the Blue Jays. It's been since Week 9 since we last saw North Judson-San Pierre. Since that time, they beat South Newton in round 1 of sectionals 74-6. Then in round 2, beat Triton 25-6. Yesterday, while I was at practice, head coach Brett Lambert expressed to his players the importance of being the more aggressive team to start out. He said he believes Culver will try to be more aggressive, and he wanted his team to know they need to match that same intensity early on. He told his team that sectional championship hardware cannot leave Liberty Field tonight. We will see if that speech fired any of the players up, because I was about ready to throw on some pads myself. I'll tell you what, this is shaping up to be a really great matchup. And as we look at North Judson-San Pierre, leading the Blue Jays in rushing is sophomore fullback Brock Benson. He has 145 carries on the season for 1,027 yards, sitting at 7.1 yards per carry. Right behind him is senior running back Cheyenne Allen with 126 carries on the year for 997 yards. yards, averaging 7.9 yards per carry. He broke North Judson-San Pierre's all-time rushing record early on this season as well. Both Culver's and North Judson-San Pierre's all-time rushing leaders are in this game tonight. In the receiving category, sophomore Josiah McDaniel leads the way with 12 receptions for 331 yards on the year, averaging 27.6 yards per catch. In the passing category, senior quarterback Aldrich Carper has 69 attempts for 861 yards on the year. Also, don't forget, Harper can run the ball very well as he is very elusive. He runs this offensive unit, like a cool cat waiting to pounce on any team's next mistake. So we are in for a treat tonight. We appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, refreshing the world, making a difference. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. The beat begins in a simple and mellow place, from low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of the artist's experience. Tracks and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke, so you never miss out on all the amazing offers we're dropping this summer.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thanks, John. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports as we have 0 injuries to report, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned as the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winnemac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Let's talk with the coaches on the Ancilla College Coaches Corner with Mitch Columbi.
All right, I'm here with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, Brett Lambert. Brett, what is different in preparation-wise when going into a sectional championship game like tonight?
There really is a mentality to it, especially when you've seen the team already. And, we were fortunate enough to beat them the first time. So, you definitely just have to, keep the kids in check and let them know that, hey, just because we already have the victory doesn't mean it's guaranteed now. And I think our guys are smart enough to realize that. But yeah, there's another level you have to take it to in a championship game, because on their sideline, they are the underdogs in this game, so they're going to pull out all the stops. They're not going to leave anything in the playbook. I mean, they're going to bring out every trick play they got. Their seniors are going to play extremely hard, just like ours though. So we got the same thing for us, but they got that underdog role. So we got to be prepared for just anything they got.
What's the first thing we are going to see your offense try to do on the field tonight?
Just move the ball and get first downs. I mean, that's number one. Get first downs. score, of course, but, try to get some scores early. Last week, we fizzled here and there. So I think our offense wants to prove, our worth tonight. So, again, we got to get on it early. And then defense just needs to, do what they do. Our defense has been great all year. But, Culver, they like to, run the clock, have long drives. So we got to try to get them off the field, make sure that doesn't happen.
Any message for the fans tonight?
No, just come out here, cheer loud, and, let's try to get another sectional championship, number 15, here at Liberty Field. The kids will love it, and let's try to make this place really loud.
Hey, thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to Marion University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marion University. Marion's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marion University is ranked third most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News and World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marion.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marion.edu/Ancilla.
All right, I'm back here with head coach Mike Zahner of the Culver Cavaliers. Mike, what is different preparation-wise when going into a sectional championship game?
Just every play's big. Everything we do, it's got to be with meaning. It's got to be a purpose. It's got to be with attitude. Lots changed since week one, I think, for both teams and what we do and how we prepare. And obviously, we're very familiar with each other. I think this is the 8th meeting in 4 years. And they got the best of us the last 3 times, so hopefully we can overcome that.
What's been your message to your guys this week?
Enjoy it. Enjoy the moment. I had some former teammates of mine. We won 3 when we were going through 3 sectionals and had those guys come out and they just had a great message. They came out in the experience practice on a Thursday and just loved the energy that our kids brought, and just some local guys, and then even one that was our quarterback and won 3 sectional titles, and Chris Carlson, he came over from Chicago, and just to let the kids know what this program means. And we weren't always the best. We were probably the 3rd best in the sectionals that we won, and it's his message, and it's going to be my message. It was my message today. Is just, hey, our will is going to be better than their skill, and we got to play every play. There's going to be big plays in this game that go our way. There's going to be big plays that don't go our way. How do we react to those? Just get with your brothers and just make memories tonight.
What's the first thing we are going to see your offense trying to do on the field tonight?
You'd have to ask Coach Faust on that one. Obviously, I feel like anyway, any game that we play, we got to establish the run. The run's going to set up the pass, and it's going to obviously set up our offense and what we do. And that's a big thing with Shane Schumann, obviously, and what he does and how he's been the last 4 years for us, and the player he's been. And then the guys up front getting the job done. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a hard-fought football game, no doubt.
Last question: any message for the fans tonight?
Hey, just get out and support your team. I don't care if it's Culver, I don't care if it's North Judson, Knox, wherever, man. Just get out and support your teams. Like, these kids work hard, the coaches work hard. This is the best time of the year. This is like Christmas for us.
All right, Coach, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Time now for the Keys to the Game, sponsored by the Auto Park, with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Once again, here's Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan.
All right, as we get set for sectional championship football action, we talk about keys for the Culver Cavaliers. If I am Culver, I'm running the clock down as much as possible, keeping my offense on the field more than North Judson-San Pierre. I am putting my faith in my all-time Cavalier rushing leader, Shane Schumann, to keep the chains moving. On defense, like Coach Zahner said, it's hard to do, but you have to try to make your presence felt so that Cheyenne Allen, Brock Benson, and Aldrich Harper know you aren't going to go down without a fight. Make them work for everything. If they are going to beat you, make them earn it the hardest way possible. Now, flip sides, my Auto Park keys to the game for the home team, the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. I agree with what Coach Lambert said. in being the more aggressive team starting out. Let Culver know. You know they are going to try and make this a knockdown, drag-out fight the whole game. Set the tone early. Let them see why North Judson-San Pierre has been talked about all season long as the favorite. That is our Keys to the Game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Marion's Universities and Silla College. If you are looking for a place to continue your education, visit marion.edu/Ancilla. We are going to take a break as the Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our starting lineup is next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here at the Auto Park Chevrolet Buick GMC in Plymouth, we have one of the largest vehicle selections in northern Indiana. We know that you can visit any number of dealerships when shopping for a new car. That's why we always make sure we go above and beyond for our loyal customers throughout Michiana. Our Auto Finance Center also works to ensure that you take advantage of a lease or loan solution that fits your budget. Lots of new inventory in stock and in route. Special local market pricing. Come drive the new Silverado and soon the new Hummer EV. Stop by our showroom today or go to AutoParkChevroletBuickGMC.com and see more. Or even buy that special car you're looking for. The Auto Park Chevrolet Buick GMC in Plymouth. Come see the value.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Now it's time for the starting lineups.
For the Blue Jays on offense, starting at quarterback is Aldrich Harper, the running back Cheyenne Allen, who we will most likely hear from a lot tonight, and Quentin Frazier. Starting at fullback is Brock Benson. Starting wide receivers are Josiah McDaniel and Jackson Boyd. Holding the fort down on the offensive line for the Blue Jays are Jacob Gebka, Canyon Minix, Cole Kozakar, Tyler Barnhart, and Hunter Redlin. For the Blue Jays on defense, starting on the defensive line are Logan Radke, Jackson Boyd, C.J. Sanchez, and Cole Kozakar. The middle linebackers are Quentin Frazier and Cheyenne Allen. The outside linebackers are Aldrich Harper and Samuel Hollum. The cornerbacks are Cole Wilcox and Gabe Ellis, and starting at safety tonight is Josiah McDaniel. For the Cavs on offense, starting at quarterback is Jason Cadle. The fullback is Shane Schumann. Halfbacks are Ryan Beam and Brady Kindernay. Emiliano Ortiz is listed as the wide receiver. The tight ends tonight are Oliver Morgan and Ethan Binion. The O-line being held down by Robert Evans, Stephen Pugh, Devin Burkett, and Ben Lee. That is your starting lineup for tonight, as we will be back to get set for kickoff as the Sectional 41 Championship round of the 2022 Indiana High School football season from North Judson, Indiana, is about to get started. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
What's good about Dairy Queen? Dilly bars, DQ cakes, blizzards, and the $5 buck lunch. Stop in for the $5 buck lunch with an entree, fresh hot fries, your choice of an ice-cold Coca-Cola product, and a soft-serve sundae flavor of your choice. Available every day from 11 to 4. Have a $5 buck lunch exclusively at Dairy Queen. Proud to support high school sports on US 35 Monticello Street in Winamac. Find out what's good about Dairy Queen.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. The beat begins in a simple and mellow place. From low-key to hyped up. Acts and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke, so you never miss out on all the amazing offers we're dropping this summer.
Welcome back to Liberty Field as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays host the Culver Community Cavaliers. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be here. As we look at our other area teams, Mark Hall and his West Central Trojans travel to Carroll tonight for their Sectional 43 championship matchup. After finishing the season at 8-1, the Trojans rolled over Caston 28-6 in round 1. Then in round 2, shut out Taylor 40-0. What I can tell you about tonight's matchup between, but what I can tell you about this matchup between West Central and Carroll is it's been a while since West Central's been in this type of position. Hopefully that Mark Hall has his Trojans ready to go. I'm sure we'll be getting score updates from Athletic Director Jeff Messer as time goes on. But things are going to be very exciting in West Central tonight if they are able to pull out that big-time win against Carroll tonight. The Knox Redskins are on the road for the first time this postseason. They travel to Jimtown to take on the Jimmies. The Redskins won round 1 against Lakeland. We were at that game 65-28. Then in round 2, they shut out West Noble 22-0 as they travel to Jimtown. This is the first time they have had to travel on the road throughout this postseason. They were lucky enough to have the first 2 games there in Knox at Community Field as they are on the road tonight in Jimtown. We'll get updates throughout the game and hope that the Knox Redskins prevail and become sectional champions tonight. We check in with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR with the boss Tony Ross, Mark Hayden, and Doug Griffiths as they are in Bremen for the Lions Sectional 33 Championship matchup with Andrean tonight. Bremen won round 1 against Wheeler 35-21. Then in round 2, traveled to Lake Station where they won in big fashion 53-7. Tonight is going to be a fantastic game on Max 98.3. Of course, you can catch that game right now on 98.3 FM. We invite you to flip back and forth to keep up with all the action in this area as Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports has got you covered. All of that, though, sets us up for our WKVI Game of the Week. The North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays coming into tonight at 10-1 hope to add another piece of hardware to their athletic department showcase. They beat South Newton in round 1, 74-6. Then in round 2, beat Triton 25-6 last Friday. That is how they ended up here tonight. On the other hand, the Culver Cavaliers want to continue that dominating performance from the last 2 weeks over North Newton and South Central. They've only allowed 8 points the last 2 weeks. Tonight is win or go home. This is Indiana High School football. The on-field PA announcer tonight is Nate Radke. The clock operator is Bill Ransom. The play clock operator tonight is Gary Baxter. Our officials for this evening are Rob Couch, Brody Terpstra, Robert Morris, Kevin Fetterman, and Jacob Shoup. With me here in the booth here shortly, analyzing each play as it happens, is KVB sports analyst Chris McGowan. Of course, he is the head coach at the girls' Tri-Township girls basketball team. Just finished up practice at 6 o'clock up the road. He's almost here right now as we are getting ready for action here in North Judson. Looks like the national anthem will be about to be played here shortly as we are so glad you've joined us here on K99.3 WKVI, WKVI.com, streaming throughout the world. And also hello to our friends on IHSAA TV. We so appreciate you joining us here on KVB's broadcast of Sectional 41 Championship action. We see the officials, who I just announced a few moments ago, out on the field getting ready for the game. Of course, they were up here in the booth talking with our play clock and clock operators, going over some details. Of course, this is a serious game. When both coaches talked in our coaches' corner a few minutes ago, you know that this is a serious, serious game. Even the refs are taking it serious because when we get into championship mode like this here in sectional action, it could come down to one play. And just like Coach Zahner said, each play means everything to both teams. We're waiting on the Blue Jays to enter the field as you hear in the background the music, and of course, those cowbells ring loud here in North Judson. Anytime a score happens, especially anytime a Blue Jay score happens, you hear those cowbells ringing loud and proud as it looks like the Blue Jay faithful did it once again, showing up in full force to support their North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays as the Blue Jays run onto the field. All blue tops, gold, beautiful gold helmets, gold pants. You look over at Culver's side, they have their mean, fighting, black Culver Cavs helmets on. Probably one of the better designed helmets in our area, if I say so myself. All white tops, all black bottoms. They come to play. It reminds me of the jerseys from Friday Night Lights, Permian High School. White tops, black bottoms. This is, in fact, another Friday Night Light matchup, one for the ages here in Stark County, Indiana. We are going to step away for the national anthem, but stay tuned as sectional football action is here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKBI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
And that was the national anthem here at North Judson-San Pierre High School as we are at Liberty Field this evening. I am Mitch Columby, Chris McGowan, who will shortly be here to analyze each play as we are set for action. A lot of excitement up here at the booth. We've got the guys, the regulars up here that I mentioned earlier, but it has just been a culmination all week long. We've talked in the sport checks throughout the week. Last Saturday, Sportsline. We are ready for action. We know exactly what we're going to see from each team. They love to run the ball. There probably won't be very many pass plays, but like Brett Lambert said, Culver may throw in some pass plays we may not normally see them do because taking risks, you never get rewards if you don't take risks sometimes, and that's what Culver's going to try to do tonight. I expect Culver to slow the ball down, try to keep the possession with them more than giving possession to North Judson because you know that running monster there in Cheyenne Allen and Brock Benson and Aldrich Harper, once they get loose, boy, it is hard to track them down. As we go down in the middle of the field, we see both teams' captains going over the rules with the officials. Of course, Rob Couch, Brody Terpstra, Robert Morris, Kevin Fetterman, and Jacob Shoup are our officials for this evening. And it looks like North Judson will receive first. As the coin has, in fact, been flipped, the team's captains are shaking hands now. North Judson will be receiving first as we are set for sectional championship football action here in North Judson, Indiana. Tonight's kickoff is brought to you by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being our sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week Award given every Saturday morning on the Saturday Sports Line, running from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. Central.
Competitors will not be tolerated, and our grounds removal from the event site. We thank you for your cooperation.
Well, you can already tell the energy, the atmosphere here at this stadium is just different from a regular season matchup. Everyone here in attendance knows what is on the line. If you watched my Instagram and Facebook story, we got a chance to see the trophy behind the scenes. It is here on location, and one of these teams will be taking the sectional championship trophy home with them, as this is one of the most meaningful games of the year right here, right now. So Shane Schumann will be doing the kicking duties for Culver as he normally has. And deep to return, it looks like that is Cole Wilcox to return. And the kick is up and away to start this one. It's going to be Cole Wilcox who's going to return it about the 10-yard line. He gets up to about the 25. Now he stutter steps over to the 30, crosses the 40, and he's tackled at about the 42-yard line as we welcome in our very own sports analyst, Chris McGowan. How was practice, man?
Not very good.
Well, we'll have to talk about that tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line.
I don't want to get into details, but yeah, I made it. I'm here.
Well, we're so glad you're here. We got everybody caught up on the pregame. You just got here for the first play of the game. Perfect timing as Aldrich Harper. He is in shotgun. Can't quite see who's that on his left hip. That is, in fact, Brock Benson. Harper takes the snap. Keeps it himself. Now he's using the option. He tosses over. That looks like it is number 7, Cole Wilcox, who he used the option for. Maybe got 5 on the carry, Chris.
I got more than 5. He's going to pick up close to a first down there, and I think depending on the spot here, he may have that. And yeah, they're moving the chains, so first down for the Blue Jays.
So first down for the Blue Jays as they move those chains. It'll be 1st and 10, ball on Culver's 47-yard line with 11:30 to go here in the first quarter. We are scoreless as this is the first drive of the game. Aldrich Harper from shotgun sets his man in motion, takes the snap, tosses it out to Brock Benson, who's barreling his way forward past the 38-yard line before he's tackled.
Yeah, pick up of 8 yards there, just a toss sweep to the fullback, and you don't see that very often, a sweep play to the fullback, but Benson, being 225 pounds, can move.
Well, it's amazing. He's a sophomore, putting up the numbers he has this season as he is again going to get the handoff. No, it's going to be Aldrich Harper who keeps it himself out the left side. He dances around as he misses a few tackles before he gets the first down and more. He's tackled it at the 28-yard line. Another first down for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, great read there on the midline option from North Judson there. Aldrich Harper being elusive there, being hard to bring down, making the first 2 or 3 guys miss there and picking up the first down for North Judson.
So Harper under center, takes the snap. Nope, keeps it himself this time. I thought he handed it off, but no, he keeps it himself. He's not going to get much before the Cavs read that play easily.
Yeah, just a same play ran the other way now for North Judson, running just a midline option there, and Aldrich Harper actually able to pick up a long 4 there.
So it'll be 2nd and 6, ball on the 24-yard line in Cavs territory. As it turned out to be a perfect night here in North Judson, nice and clear. Harper from shotgun sets Cheyenne Allen in motion, takes the snap. Now he keeps it himself up the middle. He is running and doing a lot of work as he gets to the 5. Touchdown! No, they are calling it out. It was a close one. He is going to be out at about the 2nd-yard line, the far sideline there in Cavs, on the Cavs sideline, excuse me.
Yeah, mark him out just about the 1-yard line, it looks like there. So I actually thought he got in.
I did as well.
But going to mark him out of bounds there about the 1. So 1st and goal for North Judson at the 1-yard line.
So the Blue Jays are so good in this area of the field. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Harper under center. Benson behind. Takes the snap. Hands off to Benson up the middle. Waiting for the official call as both officials are running to the center to see exactly where the ball is spotted. And it will be short. So it'll just be 2nd and inches here as Benson looked like he was close to getting that one in.
Yeah, look maybe for a quarterback sneak here from Aldrich Harper.
Well, and you just see Gabe Ellis come back and Trey McGowan come in. And we've seen Trey McGowan be used in certain parts like this throughout games in the past. As Aldrich Harper's under center, sets his man in motion, takes the snap. He hands up to Brock Benson up the middle, who's going to get the first touchdown of the game. The North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays draw first blood.
Yeah, just a base give play right there. Actually took Cheyenne Allen, put him in motion, got him in front of the big fullback Brock Benson, and it's a lot of weight right there in front of the ball. So North Judson strikes first blood.
All right, for the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, away, and good. As the extra point makes it 7-0, the Blue Jays lead the Cavs here in the first quarter with 9 minutes to go. Pretty good first drive there, I'd say, Chris.
Yeah, pretty good opening statement there by North Judson, taking that opening kickoff, and had a great return by Cole Wilcox, which set the tone really early. And North Judson just doing what they do, running that option, and had one quarterback ISO in there, but running the triple option, running the midline option, and keeping this Culver defense off balance.
Well, I have a score update from Jeff Messer there at West Central. Looks like Carroll is up 21-0 right now with 10 minutes to go in the second, so a tough start for the West Central Trojans right now as they travel to Carroll. That's got to be a tough matchup, it looks like, for them.
Yeah, Carroll's a really good, solid 10-1 team. Their only loss was to Sheridan, I think, by 1 or 2 points. So, again, and Sheridan's a program that's known around the state and nation as one of the all-time winningest programs in state history.
I guess I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So a bad draw for them tonight, but we hope that they can stay in it as there's a lot of time left. As back here in North Judson, the kick is up and away to the Cavs. It looks like that's back to number 42 for the Cavs. That is Ethan Binion, who's going to cross the 30-yard line and get tackled at about the 20-yard line, tackled at about the 22, 23-yard line.
Yeah, the ball eluded Ethan Binion back there, and he did a good job of collecting himself and trying to get as much out of that as he could. So he gets across the 20-yard line to the 23-yard line where Culver will have it 1st and 10, ball on the right hash.
Well, would you mind starting the ball at the right hash, or do you like it center?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. It's the field's 54 yards wide, so just as long as we have the ball, I don't care where it's spotted.
Yeah. All right, 1st and 10. Cadle takes the snap. It's a handoff up the middle. I don't get the number.
Shane Schumann.
Looks like that's Shane Schumann, the all-time rushing leader, to get maybe a yard on the play, maybe 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 as we just passed the 9-minute mark here in the first quarter. It's 7-0, the Blue Jays lead. Second and 9, ball on their own 24-yard line. Cadle takes the snap. He hands off up the middle, and they get tackled at about the 30-yard line. That is Shane Schumann on the carry again.
Yeah, heavy dose of Shane Schumann here early. I actually have a score update from Balgo Township up at Jimtown. Knox is up 8-0 in the first quarter. They had an 8-minute scoring drive to start the game.
Oh, that is great news. As Knox is in a battle there at Jimtown against the Jimmies. Of course, we know a lot about the Jimmies, historically a good football team, but Knox is as well, and they are up right now 8-0. Back here in Culver, 7-0, the Jays lead. Cadle takes the snap, hands off up the middle to get the first down. That was Shane Schumann, and he is going to get the first down and move those chains, keeping that clock running.
Yeah, this Culver offense has become more diverse this year. There you saw him actually in a trips formation, spreading this North Judson defense out and then running Shane Schumann up the middle. Pretty good game plan for Culver here so far. And Culver's going to take their time here, work the clock, try to keep this powerful North Judson offense off the field. So look for a lot of four down series for Culver.
Takes the snap by Cadle, hands off. That is Shane Schumann again. And they are going to rely heavily on their all-time rushing leader, and why not?
Yeah, 3 or 4 yards in a cloud of dust. If you're Culver, if you keep getting 3 yards on every carry, you're going to get first down. So, again, and that's going to eat the clock. So a big part of the game plan tonight for Culver, I would say, would have to be long, sustaining drives.
And I would definitely agree on that analysis, as they have the ability to do so with this power run team and Shane Schumann. As Cadle takes the snap, he's going to run it himself. over the left side. He is going to get past the 40-yard line, trickle up to about the 45 before he gets out of bounds. It looks like it's another Cavalier first down.
Yeah, there you go. North Judson lost contain here to the near side of the field, and Cadle did a good job of getting outside and picked up that first down and got out of bounds before he had to take any unnecessary punishment.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on their own 46-yard line. 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. The Blue Jays lead 7-0. The Culver Cavaliers making things happen. Cadle in shotgun takes the snap, flicks it to Ethan Binion, who's going to throw deep down the middle of the field, wide open, but it was overthrown to the intended target of Ryan Beam. He had him wide open, Chris.
Yeah, put just a little too much air on that ball. Wanted Ryan Beam to run underneath that. That's one of those, as wide open as he was, just go ahead and put it right on him, and he walks into the end zone. He got that ball up in the air, and the wind is blowing straight out of the south, so I think the wind had something to do with that ball being overthrown.
Well, and Brett Lambert talked in the pregame. He is expecting those types of plays from Culver tonight, them taking risks. There was one right there.
And Culver going to go shotgun here. Jason Cadle trips to the right. Shane Schumann offset to the right.
Cadle takes the snap. He hands off to Shane Schumann up the middle.
Schumann on the carry.
He may have 3 or 4 on the carry.
Yeah, about 4 yards there. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 for Culver. But if you're Culver right now, I think you got nothing to lose. I think you're in 4-down territory here, so you actually have 2 downs to pick up this 6 yards here.
So Cadle gets the call from the offensive coordinator, Coach Faust, on the far sideline. Runs back over to his teammates to relay the message. They break the huddle and trot up to the line of scrimmage. The Blue Jays are waiting for them. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. The Blue Jays lead. Cadle takes the snap from shotgun. He's going to run it himself up the far sideline right in front of the Cavaliers as he crosses the 50-yard line, and he's tackled big time by Trey McGowan at the 48-yard line, maybe 3 on the carry.
Yeah, big play there by Trey McGowan coming out of the safety position there. It looked like Cadle had enough green grass there in front of him to pick up that first down, but Trey McGowan shot out of a cannon. And when he arrived, I tell you what, there were some bad intentions there.
Yeah. Something in that McGowan jeans, I'd say, huh, Chris? So 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down, 4th and 5. Jason Cadle takes the snap. He looks over to his left side. He fires, and it is going to be incomplete as Cheyenne Allen was there to bat it down. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, again, can't fault Culver right there. You got, like I said, I'm going to say it all night long. They've got nothing to lose here. They're the heavy underdog to this North Judson team, and again, just you were able to get some first downs there on that first drive if you're Culver, so you got some positives there. Now you just got to carry some of that momentum over here defensively and try to stop this potent North Judson offense.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays as they take over under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They are up 7. Aldrich Harper takes the snap, fake hands off. Now he uses the option as he's getting tackled. He flicked it out to the left side. That's Cheyenne Allen who barrels his way forward trying to get the first down. Does he have it?
Yes, he does.
He may have ran over 3 Culver Cavaliers to get there. Big time run for Cheyenne Allen as they move the chains on the first play.
Yeah, again, North Judson averaging about 8 or 9 yards a pop here on every run. So this Culver defense is going to have to shore things up here.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays again. We just passed the 4:30 mark here in the first quarter. Aldrich Harper takes the snap. That's Brock Benson. He hands off to the right side. Benson trying to make his way forward to get something out of it. He may have 3, maybe 2 on the carry.
Yeah, big Ben Lee there, the defensive end here for Culver, doing a good job of making Brock Benson cut that ball up quicker than what he wanted to. But again, Brock Benson still able to pick up 4 yards on first down for North Judson.
So 2nd and 6, just under 4 minutes to go. Harper takes the snap from center. Keeps it himself after a fake handoff. He runs up to the right side. He crosses the 25. Now he's out at about the 21-yard line as they are going to move the chains again. This Blue Jay offense has got things rolling.
Yeah, right now Culver doesn't have an answer for that triple option. North Judson has used all three options so far in this first quarter. Heavy dose of the fullback, heavy dose of the quarterback. They've hit the pitch back 2 or 3 times. So, again, North Judson being very methodical here offensively and just taking what the defense gives them.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays again. They are up 7-0 as the Culver Cavaliers are trying to stop them here. Aldrich Harper takes the snap. He hands off to Cheyenne Allen up the right side. It takes a couple, maybe 3 Cavaliers to bring him down as there's flags on the play. He's tackled at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's going to be a face mask there. I'm surprised the official that it happened right in front of didn't throw the flag. The flags came from the officials inside. But, again, yeah, it was a definite face mask there, so it would be half the distance to the goal.
So we're waiting the official call here from the official.
On the defense. Set the distance to the goal from the end of the run. First down.
So you just hear the official call as the official is mic'd up this evening. That makes things easy for us here on the broadcast as he does the work for us. As it will be 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Ball spotted at about the 5-yard line. Harper takes the snap. Hands off to Cheyenne Allen, who's met by a Cavalier immediately. That's number 32, Ian Brown, who helped bring Cheyenne Allen down. And then another couple of Cavs came over to do the rest of the help that was needed. So it'll be 2nd and 10, nothing gained on that play.
Yeah, it'll be 2nd and goal here from about the 8-yard line, 7.5-yard line for North Judson. I formation. Brock Benson at fullback. Cheyenne Allen at tailback.
Harper takes the snap. He flicks out. That's Cheyenne Allen, who's going to run out to the left side, trying to create space. He cuts his way forward, and he's going to get the touchdown. Cheyenne Allen, another 6 points to tack on the scoreboard. North Judson leads 13-0 over Culver.
And right there, I think Cheyenne Allen, I think he had the outside. He could have scored probably walking into the end zone,
yeah.
But put that left foot in the ground and wanted to find a white jersey to hit. And ended up getting into the end zone. North Judson 13, Culver 0.
Almost used him like bumper cars to help himself get into the end zone as the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up and away. Another one good. 14-0 with 2:48 to go here in the first quarter. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. So, 14-0, under 3 minutes to go. How you feeling about these Blue Jays here early on, Chris?
Tell you what, they've come out focused, that's for sure. First 2 drives, taking the ball right down the field, and right now Culver defensively does not have an answer for that triple option. So, again, just North Judson setting the tone early here in this first quarter.
We have another score update from the West Central Sectional Championship matchup with Carroll. Carroll scored again, making it 27-0. Just about 3 minutes to go there in the first half as West Central's going to be in a fight for their life in the second half, I'd say, Chris. As Cheyenne Allen here in North Judson is set to kick this one away into Cavalier territory. The kick is up deep, booming kick all the way to about the 16-yard line. Emiliano Ortiz is going to return this one, and he gets wrapped up immediately by number 27 for the Blue Jays. That's Mason Hensley, the sophomore, 6'4", 182 pounds. Great find by him as he gets the tackle at about the 28-yard line. 24-yard line, excuse me. The 24-yard line is where the ball will be spotted.
Again, Culver, they were able to pick up 2 or 3 first downs on that first drive. So now, though, you're to the point where you have to come away with points now every time you get the ball if you're Culver.
All right, Cadle takes the snap. He hands off to Shane Schumann up the right sideline.
Yeah, pick up about 4 yards there off that right side.
So it'll be 2nd and 7. My apologies. 2nd and 6 here. 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. The Blue Jays lead 14-0 as Cadle's in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Fires over the right sideline. He's got his man open. That's number 42, Ethan Binion, who is going to come up with the catch. Ethan Binion on the catch as they get into Blue Jay territory and move the chains.
Yeah, nice toss there by Cadle. Just a fade route there by Ethan Binion, and was able to get behind Cheyenne Allen and come down with the ball there. Good pass play. Keep this North Judson defense honest.
So it'll be 1st and 10 in Blue Jay territory. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Jason Cadle from shotgun. He takes the snap. He hands off to Shane Schumann immediately, who lowers his shoulder. The ball is loose on the ground, and they are not going to call it dead. Gabe Ellis is going to pick it up and cross the 50-yard line now to the 40, to the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5. He's gone. It's a North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jay touchdown. 20-0 here in North Judson. And a big-time run there by Gabe Ellis. It was close. Do you think he was down there? Or was
Yeah, he was down. I mean, he was not down. The ball came out before he hit the ground. And looked like it was on the back of a North Judson defender, the kid making the tackle for the longest time, and then scored it out. And Gabe Ellis, Johnny on the spot, picked it up, ran backwards 2 or 3 yards, and was able to get to the outside. 55-yard scoop and score for Gabe Ellis.
Snap, hold, kick, up, good. 21-0, as that was a fast score off the fumble from Shane Schumann. A very rare occurrence we see from Shane Schumann. That's not something you normally see from him. But I don't think you'd still want the ball in anyone else's hands. I'd still put the ball in Shane's hands if I was head coach Zahner.
Oh, yeah. But right now you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball here. The running game, you don't have the time now. You're down 3 scores, so this offense is really going to have to become a big play offense, and that's something they did not want to have happen if you're Culver.
Well, I've got something interesting to share with you, Chris. We would like to take this time to say hello to Patty Redlin, a 1964 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre. She is the great aunt to Aldrich Harper and Hunter Redlin. Both young men play for the Blue Jays tonight. She said she never misses a broadcast and will have her popcorn ready for tonight's game, Chris. She also told me she remembered substitute teaching you when you were growing up.
Wow.
Yeah. So thank you, Patty, for listening. We appreciate you. As North Judson, I'm sure you're very happy, Patty, is up 21-0 as Cheyenne Allen is set to kick this one away deep into Cavalier territory. They're going to return this up to about the 33-yard line, and that was Ethan Binion who returned for the Cavs.
And, Patty, I apologize if I ever caused you any problems in class. I'm sure I did. So I'll go ahead and get that apology in now.
Well, it was a nice call when she called this week to find out what game we were broadcasting, and she was happy we were doing the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays tonight. Of course, both of her great nephews are on this team, and it was a nice conversation.
I have a score update that affects both of these two teams because the winner of this game plays the winner of Trader Point Christian High School and Park Tudor, and right now in the first quarter, Trader Point Christian is up 7-0.
So we'll keep an eye on that game as Jason Cadle takes the snap and hands off to Ethan Binion on the right side, and he's met by several Blue Jays who aren't letting anything happen right now. One player comes to mind, number 5, Josiah McDaniel. Got up off that play, very happy with his performance on that one.
Yeah, North Judson doing a very good job of flowing to the football. Might be doing too well of a job there, so be looking maybe for a wing-back counter here to come pretty quick from Culver to try to take advantage of this overly aggressive North Judson defense.
So 2nd and 10. Clock continues to run under a minute. Jason Cadle from shotgun takes the snap. It's a deep throw over the right sideline. His intended target was number 12. Ryan Bean, the junior, incomplete on the pass, as good defense there from the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Cole Wilcox there runs stride for stride. So that brings third and 10 here for Culver at their own 33-yard line.
So we didn't see Culver take too many shots deep last week. Of course, they didn't really need to, but the games we've watched Culver, we haven't really seen them throw the ball much. They are throwing a lot tonight so far. As Chris said, they are playing from behind now as Jason Cadle from shotgun on 3rd and 10 takes the snap, fires over the head of his intended target, number 5, Oliver Morgan, as he just overthrew that one, Chris.
Yeah, again, had him, but needed to put that ball on him and not so much air underneath it. But again, Culver's going to send out the punting unit. So 4th and 10 from the 33, Culver going to try to flip this field position.
So to do the kicking duties for the Cavaliers is number 42, Ethan Binion. Deep to return for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. Oh, and the punt was almost blocked as it still gets through. It looks like that's Cheyenne Allen who's going to return this from about the 23-yard line. He's dancing around with some Cavaliers now as he's trying to outrun them out to the left side. He crosses over. Now he's in front of the Cavaliers bench. He leaps over a defender. He loses the ball, but there's flags on the play. Now there's players pushing each other. This is incredible. The ball is loose. Cavaliers seem to think they came up with it as Cheyenne Allen leaped over a Cavalier and got hit at the same time, making the ball loose. We'll see what the official call is as we see an official waving over to the sideline. It looks like there is a player injured on the play, Chris.
Yeah, there's several flags down. They're going to get North Judson for an illegal crackback block on the punt return. And then I still haven't seen whether or not they've indicated it's going to be North Judson football.
So it looked like that was Theron Carrington, the freshman, number 20, who was shook up on the play. He hops up, though, real quick. That's a good sign if you're a Cavalier fan. But evidently it was not a fumble on the play. The officials are still talking this over.
Right. The white cap pointed North Judson football, but see if that changes here. But I think they're discussing the penalty on the punt return because they threw the flag. Sanchez came back and really laid the wood to a Culver player. I didn't get the number, but I'll give that Culver kid credit. If you listen back to this, you know who you are. To be able to get up from that kind of a block says a lot about his toughness. But North Judson's going to go back here probably 15 yards. So it should be a personal foul here for North Judson.
So they'll have to tack that on, I'm guessing, to the spot of the ball. As the clock is stopped at 14 seconds even, the Blue Jays score 21 points in this opening quarter. As I have an update from the boss, Tony Ross, on our sister station, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR. Of course, you can catch that game on Max 98.3. They are doing the Bremen Lions against Andrean. What's Andrean's mascot, Chris?
59ers.
The Andrean 59ers lead 14-7 over the Bremen Lions at Don Bungie Field on Max 98.3 FM.
Yeah, 5959 Broadway, Maryville, Indiana. They're the 59ers.
I guess I didn't know Andrean was from Maryville, in the Hobart area. All right, 14 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Aldrich Harper takes the snap. He hands off up the middle. It looked like it was Brock Benson who's going to get maybe 3-4 on the carry.
That'll take us to the end of the first quarter where North Judson 21, Culver 0.
Yeah, big-time first quarter for the Blue Jays, Chris, as they've got to be very happy with their performance. Today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 43 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. We also thank Farm Fertilizer for supporting tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns.
I have a score update from Bargo Township in the second quarter. 8:58 left in the second. Knox up 14-0 on Jimtown.
Well, you've got to be happy for the Knox Redskins as they were coming into that matchup against Jimtown, had to travel all the way to Jimtown tonight. And we are so happy the Knox Redskins are up right now. Of course, we're getting that update from our very own Nate Welter, special guest from here and there. We appreciate him giving us those updates as we hope he's having a good time tonight, enjoying the football game. I assume he's at the game.
I would assume too.
Did they make you pay to get in?
They did not, but I had to park. I would have been better off just parking at La Crosse High School and walking. They actually locked the gate on me. I didn't get here in time to be able to park inside the gate. So,
well, at least you've got your jacket, At least it looks somewhat official. I figured they might have to make you pay. Sorry, Chris, you got to pay to get in.
I'd have went home.
Would have been a tough broadcast for me. So we're starting the second quarter. Fresh clock with 12 minutes. Second and 5 for the Blue Jays. Aldrich Harper takes the snap, keeps it himself, and rolls right up the middle. He's tackled at about the 27-yard line.
So 1st and 10 there. Pick up about 7 yards there on the midline for North Judson. North Judson going to go no huddle here.
Blue Jays. First down.
Well, you got to like what you're seeing from Aldrich Harper right now. He seems to be fine under pressure right now, playing very well, handling that pigskin with no problem. As Aldrich Harper under center takes the snap. Looked like he was going to hand off, but no, he's going to keep it himself. Maybe might have been a botched play. We don't know, but not much on the play as he gets tackled again at about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, somebody didn't get the right number read on the old wristband there, and Aldrich was running an ISO handoff, and Cheyenne was running the toss play, so Aldrich did the right thing and just decided to go ahead and tug it behind Cheyenne and try to get as much as he could.
So 2nd and 10 for the Blue Jays. 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Harper takes the snap, fake hands off. He keeps it himself. He used the option to his advantages. He's going to get the first down and more. He's going to cross the 50-yard line out to the 40, and he's going to be tackled at about the 37-yard line in Cavalier territory. A big-time run from Aldrich Harper.
Yeah, again, triple option there for North Judson, and really got a Culver defender there on an island. I believe that was number 5 out there in no man's land. You'd like to see him try to slow play that triple option and allow some help to come from the inside. But again, just great execution there on the triple option from North Judson.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. They are in Cavalier territory again. 10:48 to go in the first half. Harper takes the snap, fake hands off, pulls it. He keeps it himself. It's the Aldrich Harper show. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Another one to add to the resume as Aldrich Harper is putting on a performance tonight, Chris.
Yeah, doing a very good job controlling this offense from North Judson. And North Judson now up 27-0 with 10:39 left to go in the second quarter.
Well, things have turned around very fast. Or not turned around, but things have just happened so fast here at North Judson as the snap, the hold, the kick is up, away, and no good, as that's the first missed kick. But it's 27-0 as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays lead the Culver Cavaliers here in Sectional 41 championship action.
Again, another 1A score here, Adams Central playing Northfield. A team that actually knocked defeated North Judson in the semi-state last year. They are up 35-0 against Northfield at halftime.
Well, I also have an update from the West Central matchup with Carroll. Carroll scored again, ending the first half 33-0 as Mark Hall and his Trojans have the fight of their season coming up down to just 2 quarters to go. We wish the West Central Trojans the best as we hope they are able to find a way out of that matchup right now as it's looking tough. We also want to alert you about today's broadcast brought to you by Dairy Queen of Winamac. We thank them for being part of the community and supporting local high school sports as Cheyenne Allen is set to kick this one away again to Culver. Ethan Binion and Emiliano Ortiz deep to return as the kick is booming all the way back into the end zone. The Cavs will not return this one, and head coach Brett Lambert pumping his fist, looking over at Cheyenne Allen. He liked that kick.
Yeah, a lot of leg right there. That ball was 7-8 yards deep into the end zone. So Culver get it 1st and 10 on their own 20.
Well, we give a big shout-out to Matt Ketchum watching on IHSAA TV. Thanks for letting me know you can hear us, Matt, all the way down in Indianapolis. As it's 27-0, the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays lead the Culver Cavaliers here in the sectional championship matchup. 1st and 10 for the Cavs. Jason Cadle takes the snap. He hands off to Shane Schumann up the left side, who's still rolling forward as the all-time rushing leader is hard to bring down there in Culver.
Yeah, pick up a 4 yards there on 1st down. So Culver looks like they're going to stick to the game plan here and just try to put a couple 1st downs together and try to slow this momentum that North Judson has built offensively.
So it'll be 2nd and 6. Ball on their own 23, 24-yard line, I'd say. Cadle from shotgun. That's Shane Schumann on his right hip. Sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. Hands off to Shane Schumann up the left side, who about broke away. He was tackled by number 12, Gabe Ellis of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. Another few yards gained.
Yeah, so 3rd and 3 here for Culver. 3rd and short, but Culver definitely needs to get a 1st down here on this play because you don't have to make a decision for going for it on 4th down deep in your own territory.
Well, Shane Schumann's been doing a good job at least getting 3 yards so far tonight as he's got 3 to go to get the 1st down. We'll see if he gets the call. Cadle takes the snap, and there's flags on the play. I almost wondered as there was some movement before the snap.
I actually think the center actually didn't snap the ball on time. Because everybody was kind of like everybody was moving like, why ain't the ball snapped?
Right. So still 3rd down. It's a 5-yard penalty. That pushes the Cavs back to 3rd and 8.
Boy, you can tell you what, you could hear the wind in that official's mic, couldn't you?
That tells you what the players are dealing with out there. The elements are a factor this evening as Jason Cadle's in shotgun, 3rd and 8. He takes the snap, hands off to Shane Schumann up the left sideline. He's going to fight for the 1st down. He tries to truck his way forward, but he's going to be brought down short by about 3 yards. I didn't catch who got the tackle.
Gabe Ellis again.
Gabe Ellis again doing a good job for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, great open field tackle there by Gabe Ellis, and it looks like Culver is going to go for it here deep in their own territory. Down 27-0. 8:40 left to go in the 2nd quarter.
Well, Culver risking for it as they need to make something happen. 4th down and 3 to go as Cadle takes the snap. It looks like there's a fumble on the play, and the Blue Jays are going to pick it up. Cadle dropped it. Looked like he tried to hand it off, but the Blue Jays are going to take over.
Logan Radke comes out of the pile with the recovery from the Jays.
Yeah, great stop there by North Judson. And tell you what, North Judson going to have it 1st and 10, middle of the field on their own 27, on Culver's 27-yard line.
Oh, thank you. I was coughing up a fit here. My apologies. Got me a water. I appreciate that. Well, it took 12 weeks for me to have that problem occur. I guess we're doing okay. As it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays, Aldrich Harper takes the snap, hands off to Cheyenne Allen, who's not going to get anything, and the Cavs were there waiting for him.
Yeah, pick up of about a yard there, but again, that's probably the best defensive play that Culver's had here tonight.
Second and 9 will be where the ball is spotted as his 27-yard line. Under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. The Blue Jays are in control, 27-0. As Aldrich Harper's going to take this under center. Brock Benson and Cheyenne Allen behind him. He hands off to the all-time rushing leader here at North Judson-San Pierre, Cheyenne Allen, who's not going to get much on the carry again. As it looks like they're just trying to keep the clock running here, Chris, not really wanting to score too many times, I'd say right now. They want to keep it within reason. But at some point, 3rd and 7, you've got to make something happen, I'd say, here.
I'm thinking a triple option here to the left, so.
Sorry, I get that out of the way.
Oh, you're fine.
All right, 3rd and 7 for the Blue Jays. Harper takes a snap, fake, hands off. Now he's using the option. That's Cheyenne Allen up the left sideline. He crosses the 25, now to the 20. He's trying to get that first down, but he's going to be stopped short, it looks like, as another defensive stop for the Cavs. A good one at that.
Going to be 4th and short here, it looks like. But, yeah, North Judson, hey, they ran that triple option to the left.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they did. Almost like you've called a game before, Chris.
Right. I'm thinking Brock Benson off to the right here.
All right. We'll see what happens. Aldrich Harper takes the snap. It's Cheyenne Allen up the middle, who's going to get the first down and more. He is so hard to bring down as he gets tripped up and tackled at about the 4-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Blue Jays.
Just a base ISO there, power play. Cole Wilcox was lined up in the slot position. They motioned him in, and just a double lead ISO with the fullback and Cole Wilcox, and Cheyenne Allen just does a great job there of picking up that first down, and the first guy hits him, he sheds that tackle, and he's able to pick up 5 or 6 more yards after first contact. So again, North Judson now 1st and goal from about the 5-yard line.
Just under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Harper takes the snap under center. He hands off to Brock Benson up the middle, who's trying to use some of his players. He actually laid on his back on a couple of players, it looked like, Chris, just trying to get the help he needed to get into the end zone, but he's going to be short. As the clock continues to roll here. Looks like Trey McGowan coming out and Gabe Ellis checking in. Relays the message to Aldrich Harper. The play has been told. Harper under center. He takes the snap. He hands off to Cheyenne Allen up the middle, trying to get the touchdown.
Not going to mark him short.
And the Cavs again doing a good job of plugging those holes.
Yeah, great effort there by Cheyenne Allen, but he might want to be careful of trying to stick that ball out across the goal line there. Very easily get knocked out.
He did reach forward with it, and you're exactly right, Chris. A risky move.
In the second quarter now, Park Tudor has taken a 19-7 lead over Trader Point Christian.
Well, Park Tudor's a name from my old neck of the woods, Chris. 3rd and 1 for the Blue Jays. Flags on the play before it even gets started. False start, it looks like, on the Blue Jays.
Dead ball. False start. On the offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
So it'll be 5 yards. They'll have to push the Blue Jays back. It'll be 3rd and 5, but still 3rd and goal, essentially. 4:30 to go here in the first half as the Blue Jays lead 27-0. Aldrich Harper under center. Brock Benson right behind him. Takes the snap. Keeps it himself. Now he's trying to dance around, and he's going to be tackled immediately. That was number 32, Ian Brown, the senior for the Culver Cavaliers. A big-time read by him.
Yeah, loss of 2 on the play, so it's going to be 4th and goal from the 7-yard line. Update from Jimtown. Jimtown scores with 1:46 left to go in the first half. So now Knox is up 14-7 at Jimtown.
So the Jimmies score, but Knox is still in the lead. We will keep an eye on that game as we are hoping the Knox Redskins prevail and become sectional champions tonight. Both of our area teams in this matchup tonight, Chris, one of which will move on. So we are lucky enough to say we at least know one of these 2 teams will move on, or one of the 4 teams we have in contention right now will move on. As we were very blessed with football in this area of Indiana. We had several good teams in this area provide a good season and a postseason for us to be able to broadcast these games.
Yeah, it's been a great season here in the Kankakee Valley broadcasting area, and it doesn't look to end anytime soon.
No.
If Knox can continue and North Judson playing at home this week would have to travel to Indianapolis next week to either play Park Tudor or Trader Point Christian. Knox playing on the road tonight, if they're able to hold on and win, looks like they would probably be at home next week.
That would be a fantastic game there in Knox, as they've already hosted 2 sectional games. If they were to win tonight, they would then host a regional game. So much excitement going on this time of year. Coach Zahner at Culver said it best in the coach's pregame show. This is the best time of year. To him, he said this is Christmas. 4th and 7. They're going for it. Aldrich Harper throws it immediately. It's Josiah McDaniel who's going to catch it on the slant. Touchdown, Blue Jays, 33-0, as we just crossed the 3.5-minute mark here in the first half.
Good throw there by Aldrich Harper. Just a nice slant route by Josiah McDaniel, and as soon as he made the break, the ball was right there. So very hard to defend for Culver.
So for the extra point, they will be kicking. That's number 33 to do the kicking duties. Quentin Frazier, the snap, the hold, the kick is up and away, and it is good. As it is 34-0, all North Judson. A completely different game than we saw in Culver last week, where the Cavs were taking it to South Central. Now this week, the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays are taking it to Culver, Chris.
Yeah, Culver, the first game of the week or first game of the year, actually played North Judson really tough. That game didn't get blown open until late in the second half. But tonight, I think North Judson come out to make a statement, and they're doing just that.
Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair or semi and RV repairs, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. So, North Judson-San Pierre scores again. It's been all Blue Jays tonight here at Liberty Field. We are so glad you've joined us here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. I am Mitch Columby. Along with me is sports analyst Chris McGowan. We are so happy to be here for you as sectional championship football action is here. And it is going to be a fantastic few more hours to go here as the kick is up and away into Cavalier territory, and there will not be a return at all as the Cavs will take it out at the 20-yard line.
So, again, yeah, another booming kick there by Cheyenne Allen. Got that ball up into the wind and just let the wind do the work. But tell you what, pretty impressive anytime you can kick the ball that deep into the end zone.
I'm almost surprised they don't use Cheyenne Allen for the extra point.
Got to give him a rest some point.
He can't do it all. All right, Jason Cadle from shotgun on 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. He takes the snap. He's running out to the left side in front of Cavaliers' sideline. As he is going, it looked like he may have got tripped up on the play potentially. I don't know if he even gained a yard.
Yeah, lost. Looks like he lost maybe a yard on that play.
So 2nd and 11, they do lose a yard. That's unfortunate. I might be losing my voice here, Chris. I don't know what's going on. So under 3 minutes to go here in the first half, 2nd and 11. Jason Cadle, ball on his own 19. Oh, snapping over his head. He's going to have to pounce on it and get tackled at the 5-yard line, as that is a mistake you don't want to have happen.
Yeah, ball, just a high snap there, and Cadle not able to handle that, but did a very good job of getting on that and not allowing North Judson to scoop and score there. So now it's going to be 3rd and forever for Culver.
Well, it's just so weird seeing the Cavs in this situation for the 2nd or 3rd time now, coming off last week's game where they were in complete control. It's hard to see the Cavs struggling right now, Chris.
Yeah, again, just North Judson just on a different level right now.
And it is showing as Jason Cadle is in shotgun on 3rd and 25. He hands off to, I don't catch the number. He got a huge run all the way up to about the 24-yard line. That was Shane Schumann, but probably the biggest run of the night for him, as it looks like it'll be a North Judson-San Pierre timeout. It will be 4th and 8 when we get back to action. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half as the Blue Jays lead 34-0.
Yeah, North Judson taking a timeout there, calling their second one here in the first half, trying to save as much time, try to put another touchdown on the board here before halftime.
The depth of opportunity has never been greater. Check out builttosucceed.org for more information on the Indiana Careers and Construction Association. Are you built to succeed?
Well, here in North Judson, it turned out to be a fantastic evening, a clear night, a little windy, as you can hear from the official's microphone when he calls the penalties out. But other than that, it has been a nice evening of football. We've got the windows open here in the booth, getting some fresh air.
Tell you what, have a couple score updates here from not around the area, but a couple shocking scores. Hagerstown up 21-7 against sixth-ranked Sheridan.
Really?
In the first quarter. And Northridge was up 17-3 in Class 4A. Northridge leading the Northwood Panthers. Northwood coming into that game ranked 3rd in Class 4A, but they are trailing Northridge right now 17-3.
Wow. Well, and we just saw the Culver Cavaliers decided to punt on 4th down, and they punted away. It got to the 49-yard line. It did not get into North Judson-San Pierre territory, but they pushed the ball back to the 49-yard line where North Judson-San Pierre will take over with 1:37 to go, 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 49-yard line in Cavalier territory. Aldrich Harper under center, Brock Benson and Cheyenne Allen behind. Sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. He hands off to Brock Benson up the middle, who's still fighting for more yards. He may have 5 on the carry.
Yeah, 5 yards on the carry there, and North Judson going to go no huddle here. Got 1:25 left to go in the second quarter, up 34-0, and North Judson has 1 timeout remaining.
If you're head coach here, Chris, do you go ahead and try to score?
Why not?
2nd and 6, 1:15 to go. Harper takes the snap, steps back. He looks to fire, throw, and he does. It's Trey McGowan out to the left side. He's going to get the first down and more before he crosses the 35 and gets out of bounds at about the 30. A big-time play for Trey McGowan.
First down.
So 1st and 10. Ball spotted on Cavaliers' 30-yard line.
So at halftime, Knox up 14-7 against the Jimtown Jimmies.
So a great game going on there in Jimtown as Knox is leading. Harper under center on 1st and 10, takes a snap, fake handoff. Now he flicks it out, uses the option to Cheyenne Allen, who's trying to stay in bounds, but did he get a yard on that play? I didn't see, Chris.
No, going to be a loss of a yard there. Running triple option there into the boundary. So 58.3 seconds left to go. North Judson still 1 timeout, but now facing 2nd and 11. Still plenty of time for North Judson here. from your own 31-yard line.
Well, yeah, and it looks like they are trying to be very meticulous about how they handle this drive here. I would say you're right, Chris. They would try to, why not go ahead and score here, as Culver will get the ball to start the second half. As Aldrich Harper takes the snap, he's going to fire out to the right side. That is caught by Josiah McDaniel at about the 22-yard line. Did he get the first down, though? It was very close.
No, he did not get the first down because he ran backwards after he caught it.
I don't know. He must have forgot where he was, as it's 3rd and short here. Harper takes a snap, fake hands off. He's going to keep it himself as he crosses out of the 10, the 5, touchdown, Aldrich Harper, the magician. He pulled a Houdini here in North Judson as he spun out of a tackle to score yet again. That's either his 2nd or 3rd touchdown of the night, Chris.
Yeah, just a great run there, triple option to the wide side of the field, and again, made the right read, got hit and was able to spin out of that and walked into the end zone. So North Judson 40-0 here with the extra point pending.
Quentin Frazier to do the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it is blocked. The Cavs got in there. It looked like that may have been Emiliano Ortiz who got a hand on it, I believe. As it stays 40-0 here at Liberty Field with 28 seconds to go here in the first half. I also have a score update from West Central. Carroll has scored again, unfortunately. It is 40-0 with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, Chris.
So that will be a running clock. So that game will be getting over here pretty soon. This game, as soon as the first half ends, will be a running clock in the second half. So going to be short nights.
Well, we had the running clock last week as well. Probably one of the faster broadcasts we had ever been a part of all season long, really. As tonight looks like it's shaping up to be another fast one, as the first half really has gone by fairly quickly. We started the broadcast about 90 minutes ago, so we are only an hour and a half in, only an hour in of game time. And 40-0, the Blue Jays lead, as Cheyenne Allen is going to be deep to kick this one. And he kicks it up and away towards Emiliano Ortiz, who's going to return it from the 10-yard line. He crosses the 20-yard line, and he's tackled at the 21 or the 22-yard line by Josiah McDaniel.
Yeah, great coverage there by North Judson, and Cheyenne Allen actually kept that in the field of play. So I would look for maybe Culver here to come out and maybe just take a knee and get to halftime and try to just regroup here at halftime and come out and try to build on some positives for next season.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Chris. I didn't quite see this first half going the way that it has. From going to practice this week at Culver, I know North Judson's a big deal team right now, but just from watching Culver last week and in practice, I definitely thought they'd have a little bit more effort than this right now. But hey, North Judson is taking it to them, as Jason Cadle is going to need this one, and that will be the end of the first half, as they're standing around wondering if they're still going to do another play here. But no, that will be the end of the first half here from Liberty Field, as the Blue Jays lead 40-0. We will have a running clock to start the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. The Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show is next. I am Mitch Columbi along with sports analyst Chris McGowan. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school Sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Rick Crabb, 5-star in the Knox Mall. How about another 7 big days of savings?
We're going to that meat department, Tony. We have to. It's the world's largest meat department. Just don't forget, we sell groceries there, too. USDA choice, boneless, rolled rump roast. Is it ever great for Italian beef? You better believe it. $3.49 a pound, $8.99 a full pound. All your favorite Coke or Pepsi products, assorted varieties, 12-pack, 12-ounce. You like Coke? 2 for $8.88. Where's that 5-star?
In the Knox Mall. Welcome to Marian University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marian University. Marian's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marian University is ranked 3rd most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News & World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marian.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marian.edu/Ancilla.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Halftime Show on K99.3 FM. Here's Mitch Columbi.
And we're back here at Liberty Field where the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays lead the Culver Cavaliers 40-0. We have our sports analyst Chris McGowan. Not much to talk about other than the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays have just been putting on a clinic tonight. Of course, we saw Culver put on a clinic last week. Kind of hard to watch Culver go through this tonight after seeing such a fantastic performance last Friday. But overall, let's talk about both teams. Chris, what did you see from either team that you really liked?
I'll tell you what, just the fact that North Judson offensively just so hard to defend. They got so many weapons that can take it to the house anytime they touch it. Culver doing a good job offensively of moving the ball, just not able to sustain drives. North Judson defense bending but not breaking. So again, it comes down to North Judson being able to sustain drives and actually punch the ball into the end zone, and Culver not being able to sustain drives consistently.
Well, and when you watch the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, it's just, they're grabbing their lunch pail and going to work. It looks like they know exactly what they need to do. They had one play, I think, where they miscommunicated something, but that's just one play throughout the whole first half. They just did a fantastic job. And then if you look at the Culver Cavaliers, Chris, they had a couple missed opportunities. The snap there at the end that went over the head. It's just been kind of that type of night for the Cavs. They've showed some promise, but, man, that fumble from Shane Schumann, I think in my mind, really turned things around and opened the can of worms because after that fumble return touchdown for North Judson, it seemed that made it 21-0, and it just made it that much harder for the Cavs to kind of see some light.
Yeah, you could kind of see the body language of Culver just kind of like just drop a little bit there. But, again, knowing Coach Zahner and his staff, he'll have the kids come out and they'll play hard here in the second half. And like I said, try to build something for next year.
Well, it's just so crazy. You look at all these 1A schools, Chris, you see what Culver did in week one. They didn't. They only allowed 8 points in the round one sectional matchup. And then last week, they don't allow any points. Coming into tonight, they only allowed 8 points. Now in the first half, they allow 40. And it's just crazy to think that this many 1A schools can be that different. You go to a 1A school at North Judson, and then you get beat in the first half 40-0, when last week you were up against another 1A school up 40-0. So it just shows the different variations of 1A school football.
Well, yeah, it just shows the state of where each program is at. I mean, North Judson has been traditionally known as a football powerhouse year in and year out. So it's just something that the tradition continues, as we like to say around WKVI. Yeah. But, again, just you can tell that these kids from North Judson, they hit the weight room, they live in the weight room. 1A football, if you got kids that live and breathe and die in the weight room like North Judson does, you're going to have some success.
Well, we got an update a little bit earlier. West Central, the Trojans are having trouble in the third quarter against Carroll. Right now, or a little bit earlier, it was 40-0. How do you feel about Mark Hall right now with not much time left in the season, it looks like, for the Trojans, Chris?
Just a great year for West Central. I know this was a year that he was looking forward to having. A lot of those kids that are seniors this year took their lumps for 3 years, and this year they were able to return some of those lumps, made it all the way to the sectional championship game where looks like they're going to come up short. But again, nothing to be ashamed of if you're West Central. You take the Tomahawk back, you win the conference. So all in all, a very good year for West Central, even though they're going to come up short tonight against Carroll.
Well, it would be their second loss of the season, and I mean, to lose 2 games throughout the season, that's fantastic, and only 1 throughout the regular season. Not only that, they won the Tomahawk Trophy, the battle for Pulaski County, where they took it back. They hadn't won against Winnemac since 2012, so that's a highlight for the West Central Trojans season. We were so glad we were able to broadcast that game as Mark Hall was just smiling ear to ear that night. Of course, we awarded Connor Marlatt that week our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week. So West Central has had its moments this season, and it was due. It was long overdue, I would say, Chris.
Yeah, it was. And so, again, I know he's going to be disappointed when we talk to him in the morning, but again, he's going to be he's going to have an opportunity to look back at this season and what this senior class did at West Central, and they're going to have some things to remember.
Well, and then we move on into the Knox Jimtown game as it's halftime, 14-7. The Knox Redskins lead. It looks like it's a fight going on there. Knox is usually scoring at will, so it looks like Jimtown is holding their own, but the Knox Redskins scoring attack put 14 points on the board in the first half, Chris.
Well, I just have an update. Jimtown got the ball to start the second half, but Knox intercepted a Jimtown pass.
Great.
And Jake Conroy from 45 yards out was able to punch one in. So waiting the 2-point conversion try or the extra point try, depending on what kind of a mood Coach Radke's in at the moment. But, okay, just come across my phone. Ask and you shall receive. The 2-point conversion was good, so now Knox up 22-7 in the third quarter.
So Knox is looking very, very good right now, and that has got to make everyone in Stark County happy. Russ Radke used to be a big-time staple here at North Judson-San Pierre, so you can't say you don't somewhat want to root for Knox when you're not playing them because Russ Radke's the head coach over there.
It doesn't matter.
No?
Nope.
No?
Does not matter. North Judson people do not like Knox people. Knox people do not like North Judson people. I could tell you some stories that are not radio appropriate when I took the job when I was living here in North Judson, left North Judson and took the head coaching job over at Knox. I could tell you some stories of the people here in North Judson that were not very happy.
Well, when Russ has talked on the Saturday Sports Line, I like when he brings up the fact that Stark County football as a whole between North Judson and Knox is really good right now. And I like the fact that he brings that up because it is a moment of knowing, both North Judson and Knox have family members on each team.
Right.
So, in a sense, we are all one, and Stark County football is really putting on a show tonight. Both Knox and North Judson are leading in the sectional championship game. You've got to be very happy if you are a Stark County citizen.
Yeah, exactly. I think now that Knox is actually playing in a different class,
right.
I think people probably would be rooting. Yeah, they want to see Stark County do well.
Quietly.
Yeah, doing it. Not going to come out of the closet or anything like that and be a full-blown Redskin fan. But again, back in the day when Knox and North Judson were in the same class, and actually for a few years they're actually in the same sectional.
Oh, wow, my gosh.
So there could be times where you could play Knox twice in the same year. But again, Stark County football, just a great showing here tonight. If North Judson's able to hang on and pull this off, and Knox is able to do the same up there at Jimtown. I know the last time that Russ was up at Jimtown, it didn't end well.
Yeah, he talked about that
last week on the radio, on the coach's show. But again, the question I have, are you going to be ready for Coach Radke in the morning if Knox does pull this off to be able to answer or actually be able to put up with the us covering North Judson and not Knox tonight?
So I'm already prepared for that. And, tonight just made sense just to have you here. Jimtown would have been a lonely broadcast for me. But just to have you here and then to cover both of our area teams, it just made sense to me, and it made sense to our broadcasting owners and of course our sponsors in Culver, our sponsors here in Stark County. It just made sense to be here tonight to see one of our area teams. We know at least one of them is going to hoist that trophy. We wanted to be here for them.
Yeah.
And I think that meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to these teams here. And, North Judson is happy right now. They're leading 40-0. As we are going to take a break here on the Standard Heating Plumbing halftime show. The Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. As we have more to talk about here at North Judson. They lead 40-0 over the Culver Cavaliers. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knox has done it again. They have earned the distinction of preferred agency partner from the Western Reserve Insurance Company.
Can't touch this.
So what does that mean for you? Collins Insurance Agency provides themselves in taking care of its community. That means providing the best insurance that keeps you and your family safe in a time of need. And with this honor, Collins Insurance Agency looks forward to providing Stark and surrounding counties the best customer service you and your family deserve. Collins Insurance Agency in Knox, living the golden rule by treating you like family.
And we are back here at Liberty Field as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays lead the Culver Cavaliers 40-0. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660. 4660, serving the local area since 1936. That is 574-936-4660. Call Brian. Tell him Mitch sent you. I hope you're listening, Brian, and hope you are doing well tonight, as this is a sectional championship matchup nobody wants to miss, as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays are blowing the Cavaliers out right now 40-0. Well, Chris, we're getting ready for second half action. If you're Mike Zahner, head coach of the Culver Cavaliers, I mean, it's got to be a tough speech in the locker room. I don't know what I would say. Is there anything that you would say to get them hyped up, or is there anything you can say?
Yeah, just the old adage, the old cliche. Hey, the score's 0-0. You got to come out. You got to execute. It's going to be a running clock. We're not going to get very many snaps, but let's go out and try to execute the best we can, and have a little bit of pride about yourself, and leave Liberty Field with your heads up, held high. So again, that's going to be Culver ball to start the second half, and we'll see what they do coming out of halftime here.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Chris. This is the first time I've sat while broadcasting the whole season. I usually stand the whole game because you're down on the sidelines. I want to be able to see you.
Right.
So having you up here at the booth, I thought, well, I might as well get comfortable and sit down.
Well, we got to get that. The team speak taken care of. That way, I'm back on the sidelines next week.
Yeah, so we were unfortunately unable to get Chris on the sidelines this evening, but not to worry. We have Lenny Dessauer, our general manager and engineer extraordinaire, on the he is just working his butt off every day for us, and we appreciate everything he does. And he got us set up today to make sure we were able to get our audio back to the station a different way than we normally do. Of course, that unfortunately knocked out our sideline option, but we are still doing a fantastic job bringing you all access that we like to bring here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. We invite you to switch over to our sister station, Max 98.3 FM. Of course, that's Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR, with the boss, Tony Ross, Mark Hayden, and Doug Griffiths, as they are in Bremen tonight They are broadcasting the Bremen Lions versus the Andrean 59ers. What do you think about that game on Max 983, Chris?
Well, at halftime right now, Andrean up 35-13. I'll be honest with you, I'm actually surprised that Bremen's been able to actually keep it that close.
Well, I looked up their first 2 games in sectional play, Chris. It's actually interesting. Let me find this here, what I said in the pregame. It's right here. Yeah, it's actually very interesting how they got to where they are tonight. And I'm actually glad Tony Ross was able to pick that game up. Bremen won round 1 against Wheeler, 35-21. Then in round 2, traveled to Lake Station where they won in big fashion, 53-7. So evidently that Bremen Lion team has a little bit of fight in them. I did a Bremen Lion broadcast one time. It was 2014. It was actually one of my first sideline reporting gigs with Tony. Nice Don Bungie field. I remember that field very well. And the Bremen Lions, I'm pretty sure they prevailed that night as we are getting ready for second half action here at Liberty Field. But, of course, like I said, we invite you to flip back and forth between us and our sister station, Max 98.3 FM, to get all access in this area of Indiana. You are not going to get it anywhere else. Kankakee Valley Broadcasting has got you covered. We also invite you to follow us on social media. We invite you to follow us on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Well, I'm going to stand up and get ready for the second half, Chris, as my juices were flowing throughout the first half. I was very excited about this game tonight, as we have 2.5 minutes to go before the start of the second half.
So the winner of that Jimtown-Knox game would play the winner of West Lafayette-Hanover Central. And right now in the second quarter, West Lafayette just scored to take a 20-14 lead over Hanover Central.
Wow.
Both those teams come in at 11-0.
The Saturday Sports Line tomorrow morning is not going to be a show you will not want to miss. It is going to be a fantastic morning. We have all our coaches come in to talk. It's from 8 to 10 a.m. Central on WKVI.com, streaming throughout the world, also on 99.3 FM. As we are going to take a break and get ready for second half action. More to come here from Liberty Field. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Rick Crabb, 5-star in the Knox Mall. How about another 7 big days of savings?
We're going to that meat department, Tony. We have to. It's the world's largest meat department. Just don't forget, we sell groceries here, too. USDA choice, boneless, rolled rump roast. Is it ever great for Italian beef? You better believe it. $3.49 a pound. Michigan Apple Rama, red or yellow delicious, Fuji Gala or Macintosh, 3-pound bags, 2 for $5. Where's that 5-star?
In the Knox Mall.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
And we are back here at Liberty Field getting ready for second half action as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays lead the Culver Community Cavaliers 40-0. We will have a running clock to start the third quarter, Chris.
I don't know about you, but this Stone Cold Steve Austin entrance music here that's being played right now has kind of got my juices flowing.
Well,
the breaking of the glass.
We have talked about this before. The music playlist that they use here in North Judson is really good.
Yeah, second to none.
It is very good. And they get us pumped up. And when I'm out here putting our signs up before the game gets started, and I'm usually the first one here, one of the last ones to leave, but they usually turn the music on for me. It gets me pumped up for the game as we are set as Cheyenne Allen is going to kick this one away into Cavs territory to Emiliano Ortiz, who returns it from the 15, crosses the 25. Now he's tackled at about the 26-yard line. That was by Josiah McDaniel on the tackle.
Yeah, Knox has punched another one in. They are now up 28-7 with 5:49 left in the third.
So Knox making things happen. Another score, and Russ Radke and the Knox Nation has got to be very happy about that right now. 11:30 to go here in the third quarter as Jason Cadle and the Culver Cavaliers get the ball to start the second half. Cadle takes the snap. He hands off to Shane Schumann, who's wrapped up by 3 Blue Jays immediately.
Yeah, West Lafayette actually in that Hanover Central game coming into tonight's game ranked number 1 in Class 3A, and they are in a battle with Hanover Central, who comes in ranked 5th in the AP poll and 4th in the coaches poll.
Well, Hanover Central's down from my neck of the woods. Very good team. As it'll be 2nd and 11 here in North Judson. Culver Cavaliers have the ball. Cadle from shotgun. Shane Schumann on his left hip. He takes the snap. He hands off to Schumann, who's makes his way up. May have made 5-6 yards on the carry there, Chris.
Yeah, pick up about 6 yards there on the play, 5 yards on the play. So 3rd and 5 here if you're Culver. Again, just trying to build some momentum here in the second half and playing this game like it's 0-0.
Well, you think about these all-time leading rushers, the farther they go into the postseason, the more yards they just add on to their records. It is going to be so hard to ever reach Shane Schumann or Cheyenne Allen, as it took forever to get those records broken in the first place. As Jason Cadle takes the snap and hands off to Shane Schumann, maybe a couple yards on the carry, if that. The Blue Jays defense is reading things well here.
Yeah, coming into tonight, I think Cheyenne Allen's right around 3,700 yards, maybe 3,800. Shane Schumann's over 4,000, so you're looking at almost 8,000 yards of rushing
on the field right now.
Between two kids.
I mean, that's incredible. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. That, in general, is just incredible. I mean, how do you make that happen? As Culver is going to have to punt this one on 4th and 4. It almost was blocked, but he gets it away, and it's going to bounce at about the 46-yard line where the Culver Cavaliers are going to touch it. That was number 24, Brady Kendernay, the junior, and the ball will be spotted on the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, again, North Judson here, I would assume that they'll probably give the starters maybe 1 series, maybe 2 here in the second half, and then let the JV kids get some reps here in this sectional championship game.
Well, as a young player, you love those moments because you will take those and remember it going forward into your later years in high school. As Aldrich Harper on 1st and 10 takes the snap under center and hands off to Brock Benson, who's still standing on his feet. He crosses the 45, now to the 40, now to the 35, and he's still on his feet. Tackled at the 30-yard line. He is so hard to bring down. The leading rusher this season for the Blue Jays is Brock Benson, Chris.
Yeah, he's the leading rusher, but there's 3 kids right around the same. I mean, there's not much separating the top 3 rushers here for this North Judson Blue Jay offense. Very well balanced.
It's so crazy to think that their leading rusher on this team this season is a sophomore. Brock Benson has such a bright future here at North Judson-San Pierre. You've got to be happy if you're a Blue Jay fan for him moving forward. As it is 1st and 10 in Cavalier territory, ball on the 30-yard line. It's 40-0. The clock continues to roll as Aldrich Harper takes the snap and hands off to Cheyenne Allen up the middle. He breaks away. He's going to score. Touchdown, North Judson-San Pierre. Cheyenne Allen with another one to add to the resume. 46-0 here in North Judson.
Yeah, from 30 yards out there, just an ISO play from North Judson. And Cheyenne Allen, again, doing what he does. Finding that end zone.
Well, you may be right, Chris. We may be seeing the second unit come out shortly for North Judson as Cheyenne Allen punched that one in. Almost a statement as the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick, and it is blocked. So it stays 46-0 with 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Blue Jays are shutting out the Cavaliers right now. It's been a tough game for them.
Tell you what, Jimtown, Avon Schmucker with a 51-yard rushing touchdown. So Jimtown has cut into that Knox lead. It is now 28-14.
Well,
at Jimtown.
Two-score game, still a little comfortable, but that is a big-time play for the Jimmies. As today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver Portside Marina. They can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, call Glenn Bailey at 574-842-5000. We also thank Patrick Auto Group for supporting local high school sports tonight. Located in Knox on US 35, call 574-772-7272. That's Patrick Auto Group. Well, this is quite a bit different than that Week 1 matchup where North Judson beat Culver 45-12. Culver right now can't get points on the board. As of right now, you've just got to play for some respect, I'd say, Chris, and try to get something on the board, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, right now, again, just trying to find something that you can build off of and get a few first downs and, like I said, try to punch one in here in the second half.
Cheyenne Allen kicks it away. It's Ethan Binion to return for the Cavs. He gets it back to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line before he runs out of bounds. And it'll be a new... Well, I must be mistaking there. I thought maybe I saw a new quarterback entering the field, but no, that is still Jason Cadle. I thought for a second what happened to Jason Cadle there, Chris. But no, he's out there as he just got the call from the offensive coordinator, Coach Faust, as it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cavs just past the 6:30 mark here in the third quarter. They are down 46 points. Let's see if they can do something here. They've got trips out to the right. He takes the snap. It looks like that is going to be a keep as Jason Cadle runs up the left side. May have 5 on the carry.
Yeah, just quarterback sweep there. Running away from the strength. Culver had trips to the near side of the field here, and Cadle had Schumann off to his left-hand side and just following the big body of Schumann there to the outside and picked up 5 yards on first down.
That clock continues to roll. Under 6 minutes to go. 2nd and 6. Ball on their own 33-yard line. Cadle from shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands off to Shane Schumann up the left sideline. He's met by 3, maybe 4 Blue Jays immediately. He's not going to get much, if anything at all.
Yeah, North Judson now starting to run some fresh bodies into the game here. Be 3rd and 5. No gain there on second down for the Cavaliers. So, actually a loss of a yard there.
Well, I just got the final from West Central from the athletic director, Jeff Messer. Carroll took it to him. 47-0 was the final. West Central finishes out their season this year, only losing 2 games. We congratulate the West Central Trojans on having an excellent season, and we look forward to talking to Mark Hall tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line. Back here in North Judson, Jason Cadle takes the snap. He throws, and it's going to be intercepted by the Blue Jays. That is number 27, who gets it back to about the 23-yard line. Number 27, Mason Henley, the sophomore. A big-time interception for him, as that was a tough play for the Cavs, Chris.
Yeah, just a little trickeration there. They ran, looked like going to run Schumann on a sweep there, but he did the wingback counter, and Binion pitched it back to Cadle. But the wind just held that up, and Hensley did a great job of getting underneath it, picking it off, and almost took it to the house there, but Jason Cadle did a good job of bringing him down.
So another turnover for the Cavs, as that does not help their situation at all. The ball is spotted on their own 21-yard line with 4 minutes to go. The clock continues to roll. It is a running clock right now, as it's 46-0. North Judson with the ball. It looks like that is a new quarterback in. That is it's a handoff up the middle. And the number 7. that gets tackled at about the 7-yard line. It looks like the quarterback right now is number 22, Connor Benson, the sophomore. And then that handoff was to number 7, Cole Wilcox, who we know very well. Keep an eye on him, as it looks like this is going to be second string action for the Blue Jays. This is the chance for the Cavs to step up here, I'd say, Chris.
Yeah, defensively, you have to try to come up with a stop here somehow against this very powerful North Judson offense. And Cole Wilcox now getting the opportunity in the backfield. We saw him against Pioneer have a field day in that second half.
Benson takes the snap. He hands off to his brother, Brock Benson, who's going to roll up and get another touchdown. I'm sorry, I couldn't quite see it there. He gets another touchdown as they make the score 52-0 with under 3 minutes to go here in the third.
Yeah, Brock Benson there just looking like a bowling ball bouncing off of bodies left and right, and was able to punch that into the end zone. So, again, 2:30 left here in the third quarter with the running clock. North Judson 52, Culver 0.
So Quentin Frazier to do the kicking duties on the extra point. The snap, it's a fumbled one, and he's going to have to throw it. That was number 20, and it gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion just by sheer luck. It looks like the placeholder was number 20, Noah Radke, the sophomore, who knew exactly what to do on that play, Chris. He knew it was too late off the fumbled snap, picked it up, and threw it left-handed. He's a lefty, and somehow found a Blue Jay.
Well, the ball got deflected up in the air, and North Judson just did a great job of going and high-pointing it and coming down for the 2-point conversion. So, again, you practice that all the time. You get a hot call or a fire. If the snap is bad or if the snap is mishandled, and so you got guys that run out on certain routes. And so good job there, North Judson executing the botched extra point. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
I think that is a testament to what is happening here tonight. The luck is all on North Judson-San Pierre's sideline. That doesn't take away what work they've put forward. It's just the ball is kind of in their favor right now as Culver is having to scrap and claw their way back into this game. But it is getting to that point, Chris, where I'm almost wondering if it's too late, a little too late for the Cavs to maybe come back in this one, Chris. What do you think?
Yeah, with the running clock, there's no way. Jimtown, Knox 34, Jimtown 14 now. Knox put another score on the board.
So Knox doing a fantastic job making sure they can hoist that hardware here in the next hour or so, maybe less. As here in North Judson, the kick is up and away. That wasn't Cheyenne Allen who did the kicking duties. It's Ethan Binion who's going to return this one from about the 8-yard line. He crosses over the 20-yard line before running out of bounds, as Culver will now take over 1st and 10, ball on their own 20-yard line, under 2 minutes to go here in the third.
Ball be spotted at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10 Cavaliers. Score update in the fourth quarter, Knox 34, Jimtown 14.
So you've got to be happy for the Knox Redskins right now as they score again off that 51-yard score from Jimtown. That's a good response from the Redskins, as here in North Judson, Culver takes the snap. That's Jason Cadle up the middle.
Actually handed off to Shane Schumann.
Yeah, Shane Schumann on the handoff. As right now he is adding more yards to that prestigious record. And the clock continues to run, under a minute to go here in the third quarter. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Cavs.
Yeah, that game up in Jimtown just entered the fourth quarter, so Knox less than 12 minutes away from winning a sectional.
Cadle takes the snap. He keeps it himself up the left sideline, and he's got maybe 4 Blue Jays all over him before he's tackled after gaining maybe 4 on the carry. A flag flies, as we'll see what the call is. We've had several flags throughout the evening. as we were waiting the official call.
Personal foul, targeting North Judson.
So that will be tacked on. So 15 yards is where they will gain. They will gain 15 yards here, and that helps Culver. They haven't been in this area of the field for a while, it feels like, Chris.
Right. Again, so yeah, that's the end of the third quarter. So we start the fourth quarter. Culver football, 1st and 10. North Judson up 54-0.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Also, Zingo Express of Knox is a proud supporter of tonight's football action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Starting the fourth quarter, 54-0. The North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays lead the Culver Cavaliers, as it's been a tough one for the Cavs. Of course, they shut out South Central last Friday. Now they are in another shutout game, only on the opposite end of things. That's got to be tough for your psyche, Chris. I don't know if I could handle that myself.
Right.
You go in and you blow a team out, don't even allow 1 point, and then the next week you come and can't get a point. That's got to be frustrating for anyone involved.
Well, I think Culver coming into this game, I knew it was going to be an uphill battle. They were going to have to play a near-perfect game, and North Judson was probably going to have to play one of their worst games to give them a chance. But again, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of pride in that Culver football program, and the coaching staff over there at Culver, they've done a tremendous job. I think if you'd have told Coach Zahner at the beginning of the year, after graduating 12 or 13 seniors off last year's team, that he was going to be playing in a sectional championship
game,
he'd take it.
Yeah. Well, and the way they got here, too, in such high fashion, coming in hot tonight, it just didn't go the way they wanted to, as Jason Cadle takes the snap and hands off to Shane Schumann on the right side, and he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 43-yard line with that running clock. As this game has gone fast, we started the broadcast just 2 hours and 8 minutes ago. Usually a broadcast lasts about 3 hours. This is flying by very fast. For sectional champion will be crowned tonight. Jason Cadle from shotgun. And it's offsides on the Cavaliers as one of the receivers, number 5, jumped the gun. That's Oliver Morgan, the senior.
I tell you what, though, he looked really good coming out of that stance, fired off really well. So
he was ready. He was ready. And you see Emiliano Ortiz run over to his aide, pats him on the back. You know, it's just that type of night. And I like to see that from the teammates. Everyone knows on that side of the field it's not gone your way, and you know, just to be there for one another, patting them on the back like that, that's what you want to see. Is they're going to go down together. This Cavalier team is very much so a cohesive unit, as they showed me in practice throughout this season, the times I stopped by. Jason Cadle from shotgun. Shane Schumann on his right hip. He takes the snap. He fires deep down the right sideline to Emiliano Ortiz, and it is overthrown. And it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 16.
In the fourth quarter now, Knox up 34-21. Jimtown's put another touchdown on the board. So the Jimmy's not going away just yet, still fighting.
I want to give a big shout out to my mom, Eleanor Columby, who's watching and hearing us on ihsaatv.org. Appreciate you listening, Mom. As we are in sectional championship action, the winner of this game will get a trophy, the sectional championship trophy of Sectional 41 here in Indiana. Jason Cadle from shotgun for the Cavs. He takes the snap. He fires over the middle. It's going to be intercepted by a Blue Jay. He's going to return it to the 35, now to the 30, to the 25-20, and he goes out of bounds. That's number 8. Matt Hall, the sophomore. Big-time interception from him. Took me a minute to find the name on the program, as we haven't seen him yet this season. A huge time interception from the sophomore.
Yeah, North Judson now running in a lot of the backups here, the JV unit. So, again, these kids getting a lot of playing time here in a sectional championship game, something that they will remember for the rest of their lives.
So much has happened tonight here in North Judson. Didn't quite go the way we had planned, but nonetheless, North Judson looking good here. Number 8, Matt Hall now in to do the quarterback duties. Takes the snap. He hands off to, looks like that's Brock Benson up the middle to try to get a yard, maybe 2, as Matt Hall is now in at the quarterback position for the Blue Jays. So he gets the interception. Shows Coach, I guess he believes the ball belongs in his hands. So Coach throws him in at quarterback. We'll see what sophomore Matt Hall has to do. Matt Hall standing at 5'9", listed at $143. Boy, I don't know the last time I weighed 143 pounds, Chris. That might have been first grade.
For me, sophomore maybe.
I was a big kid back then. All right. Matt Hall under center takes the snap, hands off to, no, he keeps it himself. And he got picked up and slammed down on the ground by Ethan Binion. A big-time tackle from him. You see the frustrations in the Cavs right now as it's just not been their night.
Yeah, the suplex there. I thought maybe WWE broke out. But, again, if you're going to do that, you'd like to see him throw him the other way, throw him backwards and not throw him forward for 4 yards.
So 3rd and 4 for the Blue Jays. Under 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. Matt Hall, the sophomore, under center, takes the snap. He keeps it himself after fake handoff. He uses the option. That's number 21 for the Blue Jays, Grayson McDaniel, the freshman. First time we've called that name this season, as young guys are getting very important time right now on the field. Boy, I couldn't imagine coming back in a year knowing that you had a freshman and sophomore in a sectional championship game already. The experience these kids are getting, this is a huge moment for them.
Well, think about this. I mean, you got Brock Benson as a sophomore. You got Cole Wilcox, who's a sophomore. And there's your starting backfield next year.
And they are learning from some of the best Blue Jays to come through the program in Cheyenne Allen, as Hall is going to take the snap and hand off to number 80. That's Braden Stanton, the sophomore, who's fighting forward, trying to get the touchdown, but it looks like he's going to be brought down within the 5-yard line range. Braden Staten is the correct way to pronounce that name. My apologies for those listening. Braden Staten, the sophomore, 6 foot, 222 pounds. That's more my weight range there. 143 is pretty light. So, Matt Hall, the sophomore quarterback, now in for the Blue Jays. Aldrich Harper did his job as a senior. He's on the sideline smiling right now with his teammates as Hall takes the snap and hands off up the middle, but he's met by a few Cavaliers, and he does not get much, if anything, on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal.
So Jimtown has forced Knox to punt. So Knox up 34-21. Jimtown has the ball on their own 20-yard line.
So we'll see what the Blue Jays can make happen here with their young group of guys out there on the field, getting some very important time. As Matt Hall, under center for the Blue Jays, takes the snap. He keeps it himself after fake handoff, and he's met by 2 Culver Cavs, one of which was number 52, Devin Burkett, the senior for the Cavs, on the tackle.
And Ethan Binion, too. Both of them decided to meet at the quarterback on that triple option. So going to be 3rd and goal here for North Judson with 4:32 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Of course, we're running clock here. We've had a running clock the entire second half.
Yeah, this game has gone very fast. We started the broadcast just 2 hours and 15 minutes ago, Chris. Can you believe that? That's including the pregame. So only an hour 45 of game time right now. As Matt Hall is under center, he takes the snap and tosses it out to number 21, who reaches for the end zone. And he's going to be short. That looked like it was number 21. Yes, number 21 for the Blue Jays, Grayson McDaniel, the freshman who stretched out to try to get the touchdown and does not get it. But you hear the Blue Jay faithful ringing those cowbells loud and proud, supporting this second-string offense, getting that much-needed time out on the field for these young guys. This is important.
Yeah, every time I hear the cowbells, I just keep going back to Christopher Walken and Saturday Night Live. I'm telling you, I got a fever, and the only prescription's more cowbell.
More cowbell. Well, they'll give it to you here in North Judson, that's for sure. As Matt Hall under center, 4th and 1. They're going for it. He takes the snap and lunges forward, but there's flags on the play. We'll see what the official call is. It looks like it will be on North Judson. They're officially going over it together right now.
I think he called offsides on North Judson. Somebody lined up in the neutral zone, it looks like. I don't know how they can line up in the neutral zone without being in the end zone because the ball's right up against the goal line.
Right. So we'll see what the official call is. They're going to move the ball back 5 yards, it looks like. Spotted at the 5 or 6 yard line.
To me, that would be an easy way to line up. I mean, because the ball was at about the 3-inch line. So to be able to line up in the neutral zone, you'd almost have to have your hand across the goal line. So
that's interesting. Well, the official saw something on that play.
4th and goal for the 5 for the Blue Jays. Ladies and gentlemen, we do ask that immediately following the game, please keep off the playing field to the conclusion of the awards presentation. Again, at the conclusion, keep off the playing field until the conclusion of the awards presentation. Thank you.
So it's 4th and 6 now as the Blue Jays are going to go for it. Matt Hall is in under center, sets his man in motion. He takes the snap, he flicks it out. That's number 21 who's going to try to get the touchdown, but no, he's stopped by 3 Culver Cavaliers. Number 21, Grayson McDaniel for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays tried his best, but he gets stopped. It's a turnover on downs right on the Cavs 6 yard line, Chris.
Yeah, North Judson running their power toss there, and Culver was able to stuff it. So Culver actually stopping this North Judson offense, I think, for the first time tonight.
We are under 90 seconds left of the Culver Cavaliers season. We congratulate them on a heck of a season, ending above 500 in the regular season, going 5-4, then winning the first 2 games in sectionals, making it 7-4. Tonight's loss makes it 7-5 as their finishing regular season total overall record, for the 2022 campaign. And all those seniors out there worked their butts off. We tip our hat to the Cavaliers as Jason Cadle's going to take the snap and hand off to Ian Brown. And we saw him last week. He is a reckless abandon. He knows how to run the ball. As Ian Brown actually, believe it or not, Chris, went through basic training this past summer. And they've made it now so where 17-year-olds are allowed to enter the military, and we appreciate Ian Brown and his service and dedicating the next several years after high school to being in the military. So under 20 seconds to go here. This will be the last play of the ball game. Jason Cadle takes the snap and flicks it up to number 5, who crosses the 30-yard line before he's tackled. That was Oliver Morgan, the senior, and that is going to do it. That is, in fact, going to do it. That will be the ball game. 54-0 is the final as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays are sectional 41 champions here at Liberty Field. And head coach Brett Lambert gets the Gatorade bath. A little chilly out there, I'd say, as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays shut out the Culver Cavaliers here in the sectional championship matchup, Chris.
Yeah, just a dominating performance here by the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, 54-0. Just came out, and you could tell they were on a mission here tonight, and they weren't going to be denied, that's for sure.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. 54-0 is the final. The North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays win their sectional championship matchup against the Culver Cavaliers. We are going to take a break. The Collins Insurance postgame show is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKBI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years' experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. The beat begins in a simple and mellow place. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of the artist's experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on all the amazing offers we're dropping this summer.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show. Let's get back to Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan.
Well, they've hoisted the trophy here in North Judson as the Blue Jays are Sectional 41 champions. I am Mitch Columbi along with sports analyst Chris McGowan. Let's get right into it, Chris. The Collins Insurance postgame show. Boy, a shutout performance by the Blue Jays. A former Blue Jay yourself, you've got to be happy with the outcome tonight.
Oh yeah, you always want to see your alma mater do well, and again, North Judson here as they're circling up, getting ready to do the Blue Jay Pride cheer that they do. But again, just a great performance here from North Judson. They were on a mission. You could definitely tell that early, and they came out and executed. They are Sectional 41 champs, and right now, the way it sits, it looks like they will be taking on Park Tudor next Friday at Park Tudor.
So a matchup we are looking forward to as regionals is just 7 days away. The Blue Jays continue their dominance. Only one loss throughout this entire season. Our Stark County Co-op play of the game is next. You won't want to miss it. You are listening to the Collins Insurance postgame show here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knox has done it again. They have earned the distinction of preferred agency partner from the Western Reserve Insurance Company.
Can't touch this.
So what does that mean for you? Collins Insurance Agency provides themselves in taking care of its community. That means providing the best insurance that keeps you and your family safe in a time of need. And with this honor, Collins Insurance Agency looks forward to providing Stark and surrounding counties the best customer service you and your family deserve. Collins Insurance Agency in Knox, living the golden rule by treating you like family.
Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is proud to be our area's newest sales representatives for Pioneer Hybrid Seed. This is Andy Abel. Pioneer offers top-of-the-line genetics, a complete portfolio including alfalfa and wheat seed, and cutting-edge seed traits and technologies. Combined with exceptional financing options, Pioneer provides the total package, one that we are proud to be able to offer our customers. If you are currently working with a Pioneer sales representative, you have made a good choice. If you aren't, let Farm Fertilizers and Seeds show you how Pioneer can work on your farm. Call us today at 867-2441 to answer any of your questions.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Now, let's return to the voices of WKVI Sports Director Mitch Columbi and Sports Analyst Chris McGowan.
We thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Well, Chris, what is our Stark County Co-op play of the game in your opinion?
My opinion, I think it's got to be the scoop and score from, I believe it was Gabe Ellis there. North Judson up 14-0. Culver moving. Shane Schumann puts the ball on the ground, and Gabe Ellis scoop and scores from 55 yards out to put North Judson up 21-0.
Yeah, I agree. We talked at halftime. It seemed like after that fumble by Shane Schumann, it just domino effect after that.
Right, yeah, you could tell the body language from Culver just kind of they hung their heads and drooped their shoulders a little bit. But again, that's the play of the game. Well, I have the opportunity right now with 5:22 left to go in the game at Jimtown. Knox just puts another touchdown on the board and gets the 2-point conversion. So now Knox is up 42-21 with 5:22 left in the game. So it looks like the Redskins are going to be sectional champs as well. So 2 football teams in Stark County, 2 sectional champs in Stark County.
Well, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but with Knox being at home next week after this win tonight, that most likely means we will be broadcasting at Community Field. But we won't get ahead of ourselves. You never know what could happen. But the Knox Redskins look like they are going to prevail, giving the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays and the Knox Redskins both sectional champions here in Stark County. Big-time football community here in Stark County. You've got to be happy. You look out onto the field right now, you see the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays getting their picture with their sectional championship trophy. Very happy right now. And you look at head coach Brett Lambert. He's still drying off from that Gatorade shower a little bit earlier. But, yes, the fumble recovery touchdown is our Stark County Co-op play of the game. Stay tuned. Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game is next. You're listening to the Collins Insurance postgame show on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort. Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch.
Thanks, John. We thank Collins Insurance, taking care of all your insurance needs. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by 5-Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5-Star in the Knox Ball. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-Star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
All right. Chris, time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Who do you think it is?
I'm going to go with the sexy pick tonight, going with the quarterback.
Okay.
Aldrich Harper, number 11,
agree.
a senior. Did a great job of just leading this North Judson-San Pierre offense in that first half and a couple possessions there in the second half, but had total control of this game, doing a good job of reading the triple option, reading the midline option, and, when they had to put the ball in the air was spot on. So, again, Aldrich Harper just doing a great job of running this North Judson-San Pierre offense. Hey, Sectional 41 champs.
I would have to agree. Aldrich Harper did such a fantastic job in that first half. It might be the first time throughout this season where we've always talked about Aldrich Harper, but yet Cheyenne Allen and Brock Benson really get the shine. Tonight, though, it was the Aldrich Harper show. And we are so glad he had a fantastic game as a senior here for the sectional championship matchup. You look out onto the field, each player is taking their turn holding the trophy, getting a picture with their family. It doesn't look like anyone's going home anytime soon, Chris.
Nope, and as soon as we get off the air here, I'm going to go down there and beat up on my younger brother a little bit.
Well, we are expecting Knox to go ahead and win that big game in Jimtown, making them sectional champions as well. A great night to be in Stark County as both high schools in football here in Stark County are going to be sectional champions, as Knox did, in fact, win that game, the final from Nate Welter, 42-21. The Knox Redskins move on as they are sectional champions. We congratulate the Knox Redskins on a fantastic season, Chris.
Yeah, it looks like last I looked, West Lafayette was up 23-14 against Hanover Central. So it looks like Knox could have a date next Friday night with the number 1 team in Class 3A at Community Field.
Sounds like it'd be a good game to broadcast as well, but we'll worry about that tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line, as we invite you to join us tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports broadcast in Indiana. We will have our area high school coaches on hand to catch us up with what happened tonight, as we will be going live at 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning on 99.3 FM and streaming online at WKVI.com. Follow us on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. From all of us here at KVB, I'm sorry, Chris?
No, go ahead. Finish.
From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our in-game producer, Marilla Schaefer, our sports analyst, Chris McGowan, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to High School Football on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver Portside Marina, Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service, Dairy Queen of Winamac, Patrick Auto Group, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, Ancilla College, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5-Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.